I'm Bonnie Belt, and I'm often asked how I make my tree sculptures with the smoke firing. Like how they're all started in the beginning is throwing the pot first, and then I'll be sculpting my attachments and trees on top of that. I'm just trying to refine the shape and thin the walls, but it does have the basic shape for my urn. I'm going to trim off a bit of the clay at the bottom. Now I'm starting the sculpting of the pot. This is the shape that I threw on the potter's wheel, and I'm attaching the handles. And this is the lid. To make the branches, I use a tapered piece of clay and roll it out to a kind of a carrot shape. And I roll this across a split piece of wood to create the texture on the branch. Just need a little piece because I'm going to do a small piece here. I twist it and manipulate it and turn it into the shape that I want. And see where it's going to fit right here. And I catch it with a little bit of slip. I score the area where it's going to go. And attach the slip. And then I can attach and refine the texture. The next step is to work on the sculpture, the tree on the top, and make a spot for where the tree is going to sit. If I like the shape of that, then I can clean it up and start sculpting the tree. And begin the texture again. Okay, now let's see. This is okay. It's going to be about the right size. And then try cleaning up around the tree and the roots. And twisting and manipulating it. More stilts. Okay, now root on the other side, keeping the thing from falling over. It has a pretty good arch, wind-blown look to it. So now I'll add a few leaves to my cypress tree. And use my stick to make texture. And then I shape it. Get that wind-blown look. Attaching them to the tree. Let's see, let's do this one here first. Okay. And once the piece has been completed and it's fired once in the bisque kiln, then it's ready to be painted. Just trying to find and catch all the glaring white spots. Okay, I'll let that dry a little bit, and then we will airbrush the blue onto the body of the pot. And You can see I like to leave a highlight to make some interest on the body. And wiping off a little bit of the blue. Okay, for the glaze firing portion, I am going to tear some masking so that I can keep these highlights on the body of the clay. Kind of a lightning bolt shape. And I need to get the pot wet to make sure that it sticks a little bit better. And I just use, it's actually a glaze that I don't use. I just dip the paper into the glaze. So anywhere the glaze is, it doesn't actually fire the glaze, it's just a masking. All right. Okay, this is a smoke firing. It's kind of my own device. It's kind of the final step, and it's similar to a raku firing, only the pieces are not hot, like pulled out of the kiln, but I'm still doing a reduction atmosphere in a galvanized trash can with newspaper and redwood needles. Saved from last summer, nice and dry. I place the pot in there. It's now ready to fire. So I put a little screen on it and get the lid ready and set it on fire. And I mostly want the smoke, so I don't need a lot of flame. And it doesn't take very long to burn down, only about 10 minutes. And that's actually it. Let it cool off. So this is the final piece, and it's done, and it gives you a nice organic feel to the piece.